You. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man, so let's talk some football, man. We got some football news going on. You already know what the time it is over here on Tell Like It Is TV. We talk Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all know I'm a Steelers fan, so you know it is what it is. So the schedule just came out Wednesday, and we're going to talk about it. Now, I haven't been talking about a lot of the off-season moves that the Steelers have done pertaining to, you know, getting DK Metcalf, and then also the trading away of George Pickens. I'm going to give my take on that real quick before we get into the schedule. All right. The DK Metcalf, I think I did talk about the DK Metcalf, but I like the fact that they got DK Metcalf. You know, he's definitely a talented, dominant receiver. You know, been doing his thing for years out there in Seattle. So I was excited about that. And I was excited about the fact that, you know, you add DK, then you got George Pickens on the other side. You got Freiermuth. You know, whatever you want to do with Calvin Austin and Van Jefferson's, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that could be your third guy, slot guy. It just felt like the offense is going to be, you know, opened up. You got two dominant outside receivers. Look, we about to ball out. And then the Steelers decide that, you know, especially with not having, you know, because this whole Aaron Rodgers shit, you know, you have to move on at some point from Aaron Rodgers, in my personal opinion. Aaron Rodgers has completely, pretty much friend-zoned the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, like I said, would I love to have Aaron Rodgers? I know a lot of people in Steeler Nation, you know, don't want him. Me personally, I'll take Aaron Rodgers. That's my personal opinion. With his experience, you know, his ability to throw the ball, his ability to, you know coverages, and, you know, like I said, mainly his experience. You know, I would love to have him as a Pittsburgh Steeler. But, you know, at the end of the day, we can't wait all fucking training camp and got all goddamn preseason for this nigga neither. Like, bro, y'all have to make a decision on either trading for a quarterback, drafting a quarterback. I don't like the fact that they didn't draft Shedeur Sanders. I did not like that, in my personal opinion. I felt like they should have took Shedeur. Hell, if you wasn't going to take him the first round, at least the third round. But they went with a running back, okay? So, you know, it is what it is. They eventually drafted the kid Will Howard from Ohio State. I watched a few of his games this year when it came down to, you know, the college playoffs. You know, he had some phenomenal games, made some phenomenal throws. We know that we have Mason Rudolph has came back to the team. So these are two big quarterbacks at the end of the day that can kind of see over the field. I felt like with Russ late in the season, the reason why Russ struggles so much is because he can't fucking see over the field. You have linemen that's 6'4", 6'5". You know, these are big guys, and Russell Wilson is what, 6. I don't think the nigga's even 6 feet, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once they just bull rush the pocket, you know, he can't see over the fucking field. He can't see over these linemen. So I just felt like that was a struggle for him. But when you have guys like Mason Rudolph, this kid Will Howard, these are big guys at the end of the day that can kind of see over the field. Are they your type of, oh, man, yeah, man, they got the quarterback, man. The Steelers got the perfect quarterback situation going on. On paper, no. But I think with their play, listen, man, I think Mason Rudolph getting back with this team is going to be a good thing. Whether he starts or whether the kid Will Howard, he gets the position as QB1, we'll see. We will see about that. But then the Steelers do some dumb shit. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean with y'all, man. I'm not a fan of the George Pickens trade. I am not a fan of the George Pickens trade. To me, I'm looking like, what the fuck are we doing? Are we trying to sabotage the team? Like, I don't get what, and then we trade the nigga for nothing. You trade George Pickens to the Dallas Cowboys for literally fucking nothing but draft picks. Why? Why? Like, what are we doing? Like, I get it, okay. He might be immature, but motherfucker, if you're playing with juggling quarterbacks throughout seasons and shit, and you know motherfuckers can't get you the fucking ball, you're gonna be fucking frustrated. You're going to be upset. It's no different from, you know, you working a job, right? Let's say, for instance, you working a job and shit, and you know, now when you starting a job, you know, you kind of like, okay, you know, it is what it is. But as you're into the job, you've been a year in the job, 2 years in the job, you like, all right, well, shit, I would like a little bit more hours. You know what I'm saying? And then you're watching around. You're not getting the hours that you want. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they're cutting your hours. Okay. Eventually, yes, you're gonna be fucking a little mopey at the job. You're not gonna be as cheery as, you know, motherfuckers that's getting their hours. You know what I'm saying? They're getting more hours. You know what I'm saying? Everything they asking for, they getting it. You know what I mean? You're asking for what you wanted to ask for. Yeah, so of course, you're going to be a little mopey. Okay? But you're still going to come through and you're going to do your fucking job at the end of the day. That's the situation that George Pickens was in. Juggling fucking quarterbacks. When it actually worked out for George Pickens, when he started to go crazy, was actually with Mason Rudolph. And we brought Mason Rudolph back. So now we have a quarterback who's going to be least willing to give his ass a goddamn opportunity to come down with the fucking football. As we seen, when George Pickens has the opportunity to come down with the football, 90% he's going to come down with the fucking football at the end of the day. I don't get why we traded his ass away, man. I don't get it. So now what we complained about not having two wide receivers last season, we're basically going right back to that again this season. It makes no fucking sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck y'all did some dumbass shit like that, man? But, you know, I'ma still ride with the team. But yes, I'm pissed the fuck off about that shit. That shit made zero fucking sense to me. Zero. It made no sense to me, dog. Like, and George Pickens to me, dog, is one of the coldest, dog. You're talking about the way he can get open. That's number one. The way he can balance his footwork on the sidelines and making these catches and shit like that is just second to none. Like, his talent level is just through the roof. You know what I'm saying? He just needed opportunities of somebody giving him an opportunity to get the fucking football. And man, that shit pissed me off. I'm still mad about that shit. Listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I mean, I'm gonna have to see some phenomenal shit throughout this season for me to be like, okay, I can get over the George Pickens shit. Because at this point, dog, I feel like y'all like sabotaging the team at this point. Y'all refuse to pick a decent QB in the first round, which would have been it was a lot of talks of this Jackson Darks kid. Y'all didn't draft him. Shedeur Sanders was laying around there. Y'all didn't draft him. Y'all had multiple opportunities to draft Shedeur Sanders. Y'all didn't do it. Y'all allowed Cleveland to do this shit. Our rival, y'all allowed Cleveland to do this shit. It just, I don't get what the organization is doing, man. I just don't. That shit pissed me the fuck off. And then, you know, I wake up to George Pickens being traded. I'm like, come on, dog. You can't be fucking serious, man. And then now we have the release of the NFL schedule. So we're going to get into that now. All right. Now, me personally, I know just for y'all that care about preseason, I don't give a fuck about preseason because preseason is pretty much nothing now. You know, at least back when I was, you know, younger and things like that, preseason actually kind of meant something. You know what I'm saying? Preseason, you know, maybe the first game they played, maybe the first series. That's about it. Then, you know, second game they probably played the first quarter, maybe a quarter and a half, right? The second game they played at least until halftime, okay? And then the third game they played 3 quarters. So it was like, you was kind of warming up to see what your team was going to look like. Nowadays, with this preseason, with this soft-ass goddamn preseason and soft-ass goddamn NFL now, these niggas barely played any games in the preseason, so it's pointless to even care about preseason. I think they need to scrap preseason all the way through and through because these guys are not playing, and this is probably why these guys is getting hurt more now because you're wanting them to ramp it up in the basically first game of the season. So it is what it is, but that's my personal opinion. So that's why I don't follow preseason like that, and I don't care for preseason. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, for those that do, we play the Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? I might watch this one because I want to see the kid Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? But even at that, he may not even play neither because starters don't even play week in this soft ass goddamn preseason in this era. They don't even play the first game. They don't even play the first snap or no shit like that. So it is what it is. Second game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said, the starters might barely fucking play. Okay, so it's nothing to be excited about. And then we got Carolina, and in the third game, the starters don't even play. Okay. They don't even play, okay? So whatever, you know what I mean? Then they have 2 weeks off basically into the regular season, all right? Now, how ironic is it that we lose Justin Fields to the New York Jets, and week 1, we play the New York Jets. So we're playing the New York Jets. I think we're at MetLife Stadium. I do like our chances on winning, but we'll have to see what happens. You know what I mean? But we got the Jets. If I had to, obviously this is the predictions. So if I had to make my predictions on this, man, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, look, I'm going to say that we fuck around, lose game 1. You know what I mean? Like I said, bro, I feel like the team is in self-sabotage at the end of the day. I don't know if these niggas want Mike Tomlin fired or something, or y'all waiting for him to finally have this losing season or something, but just the moves this offseason really don't, and even last year low-key, because y'all still never went out there and got a number 2 receiver. You didn't go out there and get yourself a dog as far as a cornerback position. You didn't even do that for the safety position neither, okay? But, now, some guys have stepped up like Elliott and all of that, Deshaun Elliott. So we good on that, but we still needed that dog on that cornerback position. We did get that this year with Darius Slay, but he's an older guy. You know what I mean? What happens when he's out there against these elite young guys? He might be getting cooked. Okay, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. But we still didn't address the QB2 position. Okay, not the QB, the wide receiver position at the end of the day on the outside. We trade Pickens away and we have nothing to show for it besides signing Robert Woods. Robert Woods is a good number 2 guy, but is he really a number 2 guy? That's my question about that shit. Is he really a number 2 guy? See what I'm saying? And it's just like I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it, man. It's fucking frustrating. It's pissing me off. This is the first time I've been pissed off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is the first time. Trading away George Pickens really fucking aggravated the fuck out of me. I'm like, yo, what are y'all niggas doing at this point? But anyway, I'm going to say we lose, man. I'm going to say we go ahead and hold this L against the New York Jets. Now, I hope we don't. I hope we're able to beat Justin Fields and shit like that. But I think Justin Fields is going to have the last laugh when it comes down to the situation and everything that happened with Pittsburgh. I think he gets the last laugh. I think he probably has a phenomenal fucking game. And they win week 1. All right, now we go to week 2. Seattle Seahawks. Things looking like it was blown up at the end of the day. Now, this particular game will be in Pittsburgh, okay? This particular game right here, I'm going to say we're going to win this game, okay? I know Sam Darnold is over there. They got Cooper Kupp over there. I think they signed, they had a few good, I think the Seahawks are still going to be a decent team. They're going to still be good. They're still going to be tough at the end of the day. But I think we win this game. All right. So at this point, we're gonna be 1-1. All right. Now week 3. Week 3, I'm going to this game. I am going to this game. We are playing the New England Patriots. All right. Tell Like It Is TV will be in the house for this game. I'm fucking going. I don't give a fuck what I got going on. I'm going to this game. Period. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to be in a hospital or I'm going to have to be dead for me not to make it to this game. I will be to this game to see my team play and to root on the goddamn Steelers versus the Patriots. I will be going into enemy territory to cheer for the goddamn Pittsburgh Steelers, and y'all niggas better not shame me. Y'all better not shame me out here in Massachusetts. I swear to God, y'all niggas better not shame. Ooh, y'all niggas better not shame me, dog. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But we know that the New England Patriots now, I think they're gonna be a little bit better than what they have been these last few years. The kid Drake May, I think he's gonna have a better year than when he's had his rookie year. It is what it is. Rookies a lot of times don't come out swinging all the time. But like I said, he was a part of a bad team. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. I think, they've been spinning a little. Robert Kraft stopped being cheap and been out here spending a little bit of money at the end of the day. So, I think they're building the team to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that they're a playoff team or anything like that, but I do give them a better shot. Because I hate the fucking Bills, dog. I swear, this nigga Josh Allen to me is so fucking overrated, man. It's not funny, man. It's not. But, like I said, they've been dominating the AFC East. I think the Patriots will be competitive this year. I truly do. I think they're going to be super fucking competitive. And the AFC East is wide open, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? The only team I would say in the AFC East that I don't really see doing too much, well, you got Buffalo, New England, the Jets. Damn, who the fuck is the other AFC East team? Damn, I forgot. Who the fuck? Damn, why that shit it's literally on the tip of my tongue, too. I just cannot get the name right now. But anyway, I think those 3 teams, though, is going to be very competitive this year. So the AFC East, to me, is up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? The Bills, to me, is not a lock-in to be the AFC East champs. You know what I'm saying? Look out for the New England Patriots. But in this particular game right here, week 3, I think the Steelers is going to go ahead and get that dub. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We coming to Foxborough. You know what I'm saying? Tell Like This TV coming to Foxborough with Pittsburgh memorabilia and Steeler Nation. We got to be in the building. All y'all that's out here in Massachusetts, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to form together like Voltron and motherfucking bring our ass to this goddamn game. Because like I said, I'm going to this game. I don't give a fuck what I got going on. I don't care nothing. I'm at this game. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? If motherfucking Beyonce was like, trying to link up with a nigga or some shit like that. I'm just being facetious and shit. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing stopping me from getting to this goddamn game. Everything else got to get put on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm already making plans for this game. But so I'm going to say we're going to win this one and we're going to be 2-1. Next game, we're going out to Ireland. You know what I'm saying? We will be out there in Ireland playing the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this is actually the team I think Aaron Rodgers' ass is going to go to. I think he's going to go to the Minnesota Vikings because, like I said, for him to come to the Pittsburgh Steelers facility and not sign a contract, be torn around and not sign a contract, that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's like, that's like smashing a chick and then, you just kind of ghost her. You know what I'm saying? Or just vice versa. You know what I'm saying? A chick lets you smash and then she like ghost your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, damn, what the fuck I do wrong? You know what I mean? That's what Aaron Rodgers is doing with us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done came in the crib, done put his little dirty shoes and shit all on our rugs and shit, and then left us on red and shit. Hey, Aaron, you going to sign that contract? Yeah, I holler at you later. You know what I'm saying? So this is the team I do think Aaron Rodgers is going to go to, or it's some kind of dark horse team. I've been telling y'all anyway when I talked about the Aaron Rodgers situation. If he don't go to the Vikings, there is a dark horse team that I do think he might end up going to. But I don't think he's coming to the Steelers. And I've been kind of telling y'all that. And it's looking like that. You know what I'm saying? But this is the team I think he wants to go to. and I think he will be eventually. They just trying to see how this kid J.J. McCarthy is going to hold up since his ACL tear last year. So we'll see what happens with that. But we know that we have a big fan base out there in Ireland. You know what I'm saying? This is the 9:30 game. Tell Like It Is TV probably won't be up for this game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it a dollar bean with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like to go out Saturday night. So, I'll probably either make it halftime for the game or I might miss the game all the way through and through because I'm going to be knocked the fuck out. I'm going to be dead ass honest with y'all on that. But I'm going to say we're going to get the dub on this one. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to disappoint our Ireland fans out there because Steeler Nation is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We everywhere. They ain't never there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I'm going to say we're going to win this game. So at this point, I think we 3-1. We have a short bye week. I hate when we have these short bye weeks like this, week 5 and shit. I just feel like, damn, if we was to make some kind of Super Bowl run or some shit like that, like, damn, niggas going to be kind of hurting. Motherfuckers going to be hurting by the time we get to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Playoffs? What, playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Jim Morris, playoffs? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, by the time we get to this point, we get an early fucking bye week. I don't like early bye weeks. That's my personal opinion. But it is what it is. So the next game, we got Cleveland. All right. Now, Cleveland, this game will be in Pittsburgh. I think we get the dub against Cleveland. It is what it is. All right. On to the next. Next, we have a Thursday night showdown with Joe Burrow and the boys. Joe Burrow and the boys. Obviously, this is a rivalry game. This is a divisional game. And, I'm going to say this particular game, we probably lose this game. I mean, actually, no. I'm going to say we're going to win this game. Because for whatever reason, we tend to beat them in Cincinnati, but we lose at home to these niggas. I don't know what it is about that. It's either we're going to sweep them or we're going to lose at home. So I think this is going to be one of those type of things, and that we actually beat the Bengals and people actually start taking the Pittsburgh Steelers like, yo, wait a minute now. We ain't think they was going to be shit. But they done went out here, they done racked up some wins. They 4-1. So now everybody on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Everybody jumping on the bandwagon and all this whole other shit, right? So the next game, we got the Green Bay Packers. Now I already got a bet with somebody. We made the bet last night. It was just a little shot bet, nothing crazy and shit. But a little shot bet. Whoever win this game, cause we did it for the season. Whoever goes the furthest, cause we wasn't playing each other. So whoever goes the furthest, buys the shot. Right? We both got eliminated in the same round. So it was what it was. But as far as this particular game, now we're playing each other. So the Green Bay Packers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game will be held at home. I'm going to say Sunday night game, the main event of the night. I'm going to say we're going to go ahead and get that dub. I'm going to say we get that dub. And now people really on the bandwagon. Really, really, really on the bandwagon. Man, the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, they looking like the best team in football. Yeah. And just like the Steelers do, get out here and let you down. You know what I'm saying? Let you down. Don't let me down. Right. They're going to get out here and let us down in goddamn week 9. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. They're going to let us down week 9, and we're going to lose to the bum-ass coach. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do, fellas. I'm telling y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you hear the Stephen A. Smiths get out here and start talking about the Steelers being Super Bowl contenders and are the Steelers for real, and I start getting put on the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is when the Steelers get back in their shell and start feeling like they don't know how to play football again and doing dumb shit at the end of the day and lose to teams that have no fucking business losing to, okay? This is one of these games, okay? One of these classic, what y'all like to call Mike Tomlin games, okay? And this is going to be the game we lose to the Colts, all right? So at this point, we lost 2 games. I forgot where I'm at as far as the schedule goes. All right, so now we in week 10. We got another primetime game, all right? Another primetime game, Sunday night. Yeah, so I'm about to say this is back-to-back Sundays, but no, Sunday night. We facing the LA Chargers. Okay, we got a few guys that was on the team last year that now have went over to the Chargers. One in being Najee Harris. Like I said, I don't like the fact that they let Najee Harris just walk like that, bro. The man signed for 1 year for $10 million, or was it 2 years for $10 million? Y'all niggas couldn't sign this nigga Najee Harris back? Are y'all niggas insane? Are y'all insane? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what y'all doing up there in the organ. Y'all niggas better have a phenomenal year. I swear to God. Or I'm cooking everybody in the organization. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all love to get out here and blame Mike T for everything. Y'all love to get out here and blame this nigga Mike T for everything. I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? If this season don't work out, I'm cooking Art Rooney. I'm cooking Omar Khan. I'm cooking everybody in the organization besides Mike Tomlin. Because Mike Tomlin gets way too much blame for shit sometimes. Dealing with bullshit because motherfuckers is being cheap. Motherfuckers is not thinking they know more football than motherfuckers who play the fucking game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Nah. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my bad on that rant. I just hate the fact that they let that nigga walk for nothing. Like, bro, are y'all fucking retarded? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be that cheap, dog. You can't be that cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see if Najee Harris signed a deal for like $50 million or something. You like, all right, the brother got his money. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if I would have wanted to pay him all that, but, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to him. He got a hell of a deal. But he didn't get a hell of a deal. He got like 1 year, 10 million. Like, bro, y'all could have paid him that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, y'all could have just franchise tagged his ass. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, man. Anyway, we better not lose this game. I'm going to tell you that shit right now. We better not lose this game. Do I think we lose this game? It's at the Chargers. I'm going to say Pittsburgh goes out there and gets that dub. You know why? Because Pittsburgh Steelers fans are everywhere, and they ain't never there, and we going to pack that goddamn SoFi Stadium up with nothing but goddamn terrible towels. It's going to be black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, all through that goddamn stadium at the end of the day. So it's going to be Steelers Nation takeover Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? Against the Chargers. Because the Chargers fans ain't really Charger fans. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Steelers Nation is everywhere. They ain't never there. So that's a dub we get bounced back. All right, so now week 11 we play the Bengals. And this is the game I'm going to say we're going to lose. It's at home against the Bengals. For whatever reason, we love losing to these niggas at home. All right, so that's an L. We ain't nothing to talk about. All right, week 12, we got the Chicago Bears. Now, I'm going to say this right now. Y'all niggas better not lose this game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all niggas right now. My manager is a Bears fan. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to go to work Monday, okay, hearing about this fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas better win this game. I swear to God. I don't give a fuck how the season play out. There's 2 games y'all niggas better not lose this year for me. One is the Patriots, because I'm going to that game. And 2 is the fucking Chicago Bears. And 3 games. And the Packers. Now, the Packers is a good team, so it is what it is. But I'm you know, whatever. It's a shot. But 2 games, y'all better not lose. I don't give a fuck. Y'all go 2 for 16. You know, 2 for 15. You know what I'm saying? These 2 games y'all better win. The Bears and the Patriots, all right? Nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We on the week 13. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all better win this game. Straight up and down. This game right here with the Bears, y'all better win this shit, dog. I do not want to go to work hearing about the Bears and Bears and Bears and Bears and Bears. Fuck the Bears. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, what's his name? Caleb Williams, Prince, I hope y'all break his leg in that game. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all lay the wood on his ass. You know what I'm saying? I want to see his ass getting thrashed around. That's what I want to see. I want to see violent football on week 12. You know what I'm saying? So after y'all hold this L with the Bengals, y'all should be out here seeking blood, seeking destroy at the end of the day. That's what y'all better be. Y'all better be on that type of time. And we're going to Chicago to step on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. So after we lose to the Bengals, y'all going to Chicago to step on some shit at the end of the day. Straight up and down. All right? So that's a dub. All right? Week 13, we got the Buffalo Bills. Now, I know a lot of y'all on paper are automatically calling this an L. And potentially it could be an L. But see, that's because a lot of y'all believe in this Josh Allen nigga. Y'all believe in this dude so much. Now listen, I'm not saying that the man is not a good quarterback. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that the Buffalo Bills. I'm just saying that the Buffalo Bills as a team is not that good to me. They're just not. They're not. They're a solid team. They're just not that good. And Josh Allen is not that good to me neither. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But this is a game, though, I think we're going to lose. All right? I think we're going to lose this game despite me saying this shit about Josh Allen and all this other shit because I don't like his ass. This is the reason why we're going to lose this game. All right? So I think Josh Allen, he probably follows the channel. You know what I'm saying? He know Josh Allen know I'm a Steelers fan. You know what I'm saying? And I have my things to say about Josh Allen. It is what it is. But, he gonna get out here. He going to show out this game. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand Josh Allen. But he going to win this game. All right? It is what it is. All right? So here it is, Week 14. Now, hold on. I hope we win this game. I hope I'm wrong. This is one of the predictions. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm going to say we lose that game to the Buffalo Bills. Week 14, we got the Baltimore Ravens. Well, we already know how it gets down with the Baltimore Ravens. Man, it is what it is. Baltimore, Ravens, Steelers, it's the best rivalry in the world. You know what I'm saying? The best rivalry in the world. Ain't nothing better than goddamn Ravens and Steelers football. Nothing better than that. No other matchup. Nothing else is better than nothing else. Top. No Larry and Magic. You know what I'm saying? No goddamn. Nothing beats this rivalry right here. You know what I'm saying? But this one will start in Baltimore. I'm going to say that, Lamar Jackson and them boys, last time, we got our ass kicked by them. I'm going to say this game right here. In Baltimore, I'm going to say we probably lose this game. But it's a potential that we can sweep. This year, it's going to be a potential we can sweep Baltimore. I ain't going to sit up and hold you. I think it's real potential we can sweep Baltimore this year without Lamar Jackson being hurt. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that real quick because I don't care for beating I care for beating the Ravens anytime. But I want them to win with what they got, all they guys, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, we beat the Ravens twice, but Lamar Jackson ain't play. No, I need his ass out there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm going to say they probably pull that one off. They probably get that dub. And as we get ready to start getting towards the end of the season, all right? Then Week 15, we got the Miami Dolphins, all right? Miami Dolphins, Week 15, Monday night, the main event. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say we go ahead and we get this game against the Dolphins at home. With Tua and everything, I think, we put a lot of pressure on Tua and, kind of jam up them receivers with Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And I think we got the defense to be able to slow them down. You know what I mean? So, therefore, I think we win this game Monday night. All right? Week 16 is the Detroit Lions. Now, I don't like Dan Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Not like I like Dan Campbell, but I don't like Dan Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Because Dan Campbell cost me some money one time. And, I never forgave him for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I still never forgave Dan Campbell for costing me my fucking money in that goddamn conference championship game, fucking going for it on fourth down a bunch of times where he could just kick the fucking field goal like a normal fucking coach would have done. Instead, this nigga loved to fucking gamble. His name should be Dan Gamble. That's what it should be, because his ass is always fucking gambling at the end of the day. And I'm still mad. That shit was 2 years ago. I'm still hot about Dan Campbell ass. You know what I'm saying? I love to see his ass lose. When they get kicked out, his ass up there crying and shit. Good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Good, because I felt like crying when I lost my fucking money because of your ass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, Week 16, though, in Detroit, I'm going to say Detroit going to go ahead and get that win. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would love for the Steelers to get this win. I think this is going to be a dogfight, and we owe the Lions, as a matter of fact, because it wasn't until the whole Dan Campbell situation, nobody really took or really had any consideration for the Lions for real until that year. I forgot what year it was, but we tied with the Lions. The Lions did not win a game all season. Somehow, some way, they come into Pittsburgh, okay? They come into Pittsburgh. I think they was like 0-11 or some crazy shit like that. And we tied with these niggas. Now, I remember the media just thrashing the Steelers, oh, man, how they going to tie, man, Mike Tomlin, man, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Steeler Nation was going crazy. Y'all was talking about firing Mike Tomlin, this, that, and the third, right? But I told people after the game, I said, yo, I know this shit, but the Lions, they're going to give them a year. Give them a year, the Lions is going to be very good. And guess what? The Lions have became very good. Now, listen, like I said, that's because some of y'all don't watch football and don't know football, especially some of these people in the media. Some of these people in the media don't even know football for real or don't watch enough football. They just get up there and just be speaking on the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, how you going to speak on the game and you wasn't watching it? Nigga, you was too busy on your knees for Patrick Mahomes. How the fuck you going to watch the Steelers game? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I hate some of these analysts, dog, be irking the fuck out of me because it's like, nigga, you didn't watch the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, and you can tell when they don't watch the game because they just go off general stats. That's a tall, clear sign that somebody just doesn't really watch the game like that because they go off stats. You know what I'm saying? They go off box score and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When you seen the game, you can break it down like, yeah, on this third down play right here, which didn't lead to this conversion, they fucked around, got the football back, and, that led to this, and after that, they kind of just took off from there. You know what I mean? You can kind of break the game down like that, but when a motherfucker like, he went 8 for 23, 122 yards, that ain't gonna cut it. That ain't gonna cut it. Nigga, shut your ass up. You ain't even watch the game, weak ass nigga. But anyway, week 17, we got the Cleveland Browns. Now we going into Cleveland. Last few times we've been in Cleveland, dog, we ain't been winning. We ain't been winning last few times in Cleveland, dog. And that shit to me, that irks me. Last time we was in Cleveland, this nigga, Jameis Winston out here talking about, I want to thank the Lord for letting me play in the snow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Nah, fuck that, man. We winning that game, dog. Nah, fuck that. We winning that, man. Hell yeah, we winning that, man. That's the infamous, I want to thank the Lord for giving me an opportunity to let me play in some snow. You know what I'm saying? And they cheated the fuck out of us in that game. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm still a little hot about that game, too, last year. They cheated the fuck out of us in that Cleveland game, man. Them niggas was playing dirty. You know what I'm saying? They was holding. They was grabbing. It was all type of shit going on. Referees being biased as fuck. Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. I literally felt like the game was rigged. Then when, like I said, I had a bad feeling when I seen Jameis Winston do that little fucking Martin Luther King speech he went up there and did and shit. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam. You know what I'm saying? What is all this shit, dog? You making this shit deeper than football and shit, man. Come on, man. Just get out there and play the game and shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank the Lord for giving me an opportunity to let me play in some snow. This nigga, dog. And we fucking lost. I knew we was gonna lose. When I seen him do that shit, dog, I knew we was gonna lose. I'm like, damn. I'm joking. I was live too. I was like, damn. I know I'm joking about this shit, dog, but we might fuck around lose this game, and we lost. All right. So I think we're gonna come back and get some revenge to close the season out. All right. And so I think we got an opportunity, man, to either win the division or definitely be in the playoffs, all right? So with that being said, that's my predictions on the season. If the season doesn't go out the way, I feel like the league definitely fucked us over with the schedule because we have to have one of the hardest schedules in football. We have to. I mean, I ain't going to count the Browns right now. It is what it is, but when you think about the Bengals, you think about the Ravens, right? Those are two teams that's in our division that we got to play twice. You got the Lions, who's a good team. The Dolphins. We'll see how they're gonna be. You got the Buffalo Bills. I want to say the Bears. Bears would be probably a little decent. You got the Chargers. I'm not gonna count the Colts too much. You got the Packers. Okay. I ain't gonna count New England like that. And I think the Jets, man. So you got some teams, and the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will be a decent team. Patriots is always gonna be a decent team. Yeah, man. So like I said, man, I think we gonna turn around and have probably the hardest schedule in football, in my opinion. Oh, and then week 18, my bad. Week 18 will be the Baltimore Ravens. And I think this time around is going to be for the division. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say that the Pittsburgh Steelers is going to pull that one off. And we could be looking like AFC North champs. You know what I'm saying? But none of that shit really matters to me. I'm going to keep it a dollar bean. Why doesn't winning a division title mean shit to Tell Like It Is TV? Because I want playoff wins at this point, dog. If we trading away George Pickens and shit like that, dog, this has to equal, like, okay, maybe it's because he don't run hard on all his routes. He's mopey. He's this. He tends to, take off plays and shit that's not called for him. We need guys that's 100% in execution and shit like that. Okay, if that's the case, like a subtraction type of thing, a plus minus type of thing, then okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But if we're gonna do all this shit to get bounced in the first round, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, I'd rather my team go to the playoffs than not go to the playoffs. Give me something to cheer for. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to not making it to playoffs or not even thinking about making it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Just watching the game to be watching it and shit. I don't want to watch Pittsburgh Steelers to be watching it. I could be doing other shit, or I could be watching a better game. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But, man, I'm telling you, we need playoff wins, man. So I hope trading George Pickens away leads to some goddamn playoff wins. Because if this shit don't even lead to us making it to the playoffs or getting bounced out in the first round, then what the fuck was the point of the shit? You know what I'm saying? Most of these teams nowadays, the teams you think about that have, that's really good, have two wide receivers that are dynamic receivers. Okay, you got the Bengals. The Bengals threw up all these fucking points. And let's be honest, if the Bengals snuck their ass in the playoffs last year, they probably would have went on a run. I'm going to keep it a dollar bean because they was getting really hot and everybody was getting back. Chase was getting good. Motherfucking T. Higgins and Joe Burrow was catching flame. You know what I'm saying? So they're a dynamic duo. Now Dallas, I guarantee y'all niggas, Dallas is gonna be hella good this year. With goddamn Pickens and CD Lamb, man, they're gonna be cooking this year, dog. Offensively, I don't know what they're gonna do defensively, but offensively they're gonna be cooking. All right. Even when you think about the Chiefs or you think about the Eagles, right? The Eagles have Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. They have two guys who could be a number one on anybody's team. See what I'm saying? But the Steelers decided to say, no, we don't want to have two number ones on our team. Let's go get a wide receiver 4 and put him at the 2. Like, I could choke one of them niggas at the organization for that dumb shit. Like, bro, that logic of thinking leads to motherfucking first round exits. It leads to not making to the fucking playoffs. In a league where it's more offensively than it is defense, I could get it if it was more a defensive league. The league is soft now. It's damn near flag football with pads on, okay? And they want motherfuckers to pass this ball around. You need dynamic. If you already was blessed enough to have and drafted a fucking receiver, and then you get blessed again with trading for a guy like DK Metcalf, you're supposed to make that work. You're supposed to make that work. But for whatever weird-ass reason, y'all decide to do otherwise, bro. I'm still hot about that shit, man. I'm still mad. I'm heartbroken about that, about trading GP, man. I'm heartbroken about that shit, dog. You know what I mean? That nigga was just too talented, dog. Just be letting go for scraps. Like, y'all let him go for scraps. You was supposed to get some number ones and shit like that. Like, if you was going to trade for draft picks, dog, you was supposed to get some number ones out the deal. Period. You know what I'm saying? Talent like that, you was supposed to get some number ones, dog. In no way in fuck you sit up there and get a third and a fifth and a sixth. What the fuck? Now, one thing I will say about the Mike Tomlin era is that they do draft wide receivers very well. That's the one thing that I will say about the Pittsburgh Steelers. They draft wide receivers very well. Mike Tomlin has a knack for good wide receiver talent. That knack is a little bit tainted a little bit because Russell Wilson, what the fuck is the dude's name we drafted from Michigan? Damn. Norman Wilson, or whatever the fuck his name is. He didn't play at all last year, and we drafted him like in the first round. And this nigga ain't, I think he's seen the field maybe one time last year. And so, it's not looking good. And then now, on top of that, you done turned around and now you done traded George Pickens and shit. Like I don't know, dog. I don't know. All I know, this shit better work out, man. And if not, like I said, bro, I'm just like how I felt with Ime, with the Boston Celtics and them niggas firing Ime and shit like that. The blame was gonna go on the owner. It's going on the owner. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not blaming the players for them niggas losing. I'm blaming the owner and the organization for failing their fucking team at the end of the day. I'm feeling the same way about the Pittsburgh Steelers at this point. Art Rooney, your ass is on the clock, fam. You on the clock, fam. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. You should have vetoed the goddamn trade. How the fuck you allow some shit like that to happen, dog? How the fuck you allow Najee Harris to walk for damn near nothing? How the fuck do you allow Justin Fields to leave your organization? And let's keep it real. Justin Fields really didn't get that much of a barn burner deal from the fucking from the Jets, dog. So y'all allowing this shit to happen, right? You fucking falling asleep at the wheel and shit. Bro, if this shit don't work out, dog, and especially if you niggas lose to the Patriots and you niggas lose to the Bears, nigga, I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out, dog. I'm crashing out, bro. I'm crashing out. Swear to God, bro. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing all the way out, dog. I swear to God. Y'all niggas, dog, oh my goodness. Y'all better not lose those 2 games. That's all I know. And this shit better work out, because after that, like I said, Art Rooney is on the fucking clock, dog. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of y'all love to get out here and fire Tomlin. Now, some of y'all racist. I'm gonna be dead ass honest with y'all. Some of y'all fans just racist as hell, and y'all just don't want to see no brother be in no position like that. That's just really what it comes down to. So I don't really pay attention to all the fire Mike Tomlin chants, because some of y'all just racist. But some of the fire Mike Tomlin people, you know what I'm saying? They actually have some logic on why they want Tomlin as fired, okay? But like I said, my main thing, because, people be like, oh, well, Tomlin, who cares about never having a losing season if he's not getting playoffs wins? Well, sir, ma'am, a lot of teams don't get playoff wins. Hell, a lot of teams don't have winning seasons all the goddamn time. This man is able to string up with a bunch of bullshit. This nigga is taking scraps and winning football games, okay? Juggling quarterbacks. You got a nigga Duck Hodges, Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, okay? Juggling quarterbacks. Justin Fields, goddamn Russell Wilson, old Ben Roethlisberger. Juggling quarterbacks and still getting you winning seasons, okay? That man is doing his job. Now, it's not coming out the way that we might want it to come out, right? We want championships. We want to, hang up a little Lombardi and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it just shows you how tough it is to win. It's tough as fuck to win, dog. You need a lot of shit going for yourself. You need, number one, health is very important, okay? A lot of these times, too, when we get on these runs, guys start getting hurt. And when guys start getting hurt, they'll be key guys. So a guy like TJ Watt getting hurt, that's going to hurt the team. It's going to hurt the defense, especially in pressurized situations like the fucking playoffs. Like a game where you need to win to clinch a division or to fucking, make it to the playoffs, okay? The problem is on some of these winning seasons, when years that I thought that we really had a real shot of actually doing some real damage, we end up sliding. We end up, losing some games we shouldn't lost, and then guys start getting hurt. See what I'm saying? But this season, though, man, we got a hellified schedule, man. But if there's anybody who can overcome that shit, it's my nigga Mike Tomlin, man, straight up and down. And I'm not going to doubt him now. You know what I mean? Because one could look at the schedule and be like, yep, this is the losing season. Finally, the losing season we all been waiting for from Mike Tomlin. Because the media have been waiting on it. They've been waiting to get out here and, this going to be the year he going to have a losing season. I told you this nigga ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Mike T is perfect, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? They can't wait to tarnish that goddamn non-losing season shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm gonna roll with him, man. I'm gonna say Mike T, get these boys ready, man. Mike T gonna get these boys ready, man. We gonna have us another winning season. You know what I'm saying? But I want playoff wins. Man. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to win, man. I want to win, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just frustrated with the shit because trading George Pickens to me is not signs that you're trying to win. I mean, win football games is one thing, but it don't show to me that you're willing to win a fucking championship. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. Those kind of moves don't show me that. It show me like you're just not willing to fucking pay a guy. That's what it really shows me. Like, oh yeah, well he's gonna want this type of money, and we're gonna have to franchise tag him, and we're not trying to pay him all that money. So therefore, we might as well cut the losses with him now. Like, well then you're not trying to fucking win. Then if y'all not trying to spend money, then you're not trying to fucking win. And that's what I'm saying. Like, listen. Art Rooney and them boys over there at Steelers organization, man, they better hope and pray because I've been hearing these niggas all through the off season. To me, they don't even really care about winning. They care about making money. That's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? I heard the nigga. I want to say it was Art Rooney or like the cousin, some Rooney. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to him talk in the off season, and he talking about, oh. Well, yeah, no, I think the team is headed in a I think we're in a great position. I mean, as far as the means go, you know, we're like the best team as far as means. You know, we sell a lot of tickets and, you know, basically money. They worried about fucking money. They can care less about motherfucking winning anything. You know what I'm saying? They just want to stay afloat to keep the fans interested enough to keep buying tickets, to keep buying jerseys and shit like that, buying these suites and shit like that. That's all they give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Between us and the Baltimore Ravens, we the top team. Okay, well, what about all the teams that's out here getting to the Super Bowl, like the Eagles, like the motherfucking Chiefs and shit? They're spending money, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about us because fan support and all that. I don't care about none of that. I want to hang some Lombardis up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. So how you going to do that? You go get fucking talent. You're going to have to spend some money. Stop being fucking cheap. You know what I'm saying? Stop being cheap, man. That shit is irking the fuck out of me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Nigga talking about the means and the plus minus of money and shit that they're... Okay, that's good. That's good for your organization and the money in your goddamn pocket. But what does that do for as far as the fucking team goes? It does nothing. You know what I'm saying? I need to see success. I need playoff wins. I need championships. I need Lombardi rings. You know what I'm saying? I need to put a Lombardi on that ring finger of mine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Point blank period, man. Tired of this shit, man. Out here, that shit irked the fuck out of me. I was about to do an epic rant when I seen our Mr. Rooney doing that shit, man. Like, what the fuck you mean the money, dog? I don't care about the money y'all making, man. Like, this what we doing? You know what I'm saying? This what we doing. We worried about, oh yeah, the fans, man, they support us, man. We love our fans, man. You know, we our fans travel, our fans this, our fans that. Okay, and the fans is getting a little bit antsy with playoff wins, dog. And how you gonna do that is by spending money. Okay? New England Patriots have been notoriously cheap for the last few years. How's that worked out for them? Even with Belichick ass. You know what I'm saying? How's that worked with not spending no fucking money to get talent on your goddamn team? It hasn't worked. Robert Kraft understands he gonna have to get out here and have to drop some bags at the end of the day to to make his teams a little bit more competitive. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But far as the Patriots though too though, I did think that was kind of fucked up how they did Gerard Mayo though. I knew Gerard Mayo wasn't gonna last. Right as soon as they had that opening press conference, and he was like, what the fuck? I think Robert Kraft like said his name wrong or some shit like that, and he was like, he got on the mic. That nigga said, Gerard Mayo said, yeah, I know you're not used to black people saying black people's names and stuff like that, but it's all right. Somewhere in the means of that type of shit, right? So when he said that shit, I was like, if this nigga, listen, the Patriots better have a winning season, because if they don't have a winning season, that nigga is fired at the end of the season. And then he was fired at the end of the season. So I stand corrected. You know what I'm saying? I do think it was fucked up how he got done though, because you're not spending no money on the team. You're not you're not doing shit to benefit the team whatsoever. And then this man gets the raw deal, and now this nigga is fired. You know what I'm saying? Now this nigga fired. He lost his job. In comes Mike Vrabel, but they already had plans probably to have Mike Vrabel come in probably during the season, and they already told this nigga Gerard. They probably already let Gerard Mayo know he was going to be up out of there at the end of the year. So it is what it is. They got their guy back in there. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But we better not lose that game. You know what I'm saying? Because one, I'm gonna be at that game. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And that Bears game, y'all definitely better not lose that fucking Bears game, dog. Y'all better not lose. Listen, I'll take a loss to the Baltimore Ravens. Some of y'all, oh, that's blasphemy. What do you mean you'd rather take a loss to the Baltimore? I'd rather take a loss to the Baltimore Ravens before losing to the Patriots at the game I'm going to and losing to the fucking Bears. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a loss to the I'll take a loss to the Browns before I take a loss to those two teams, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? And let it be because of lack of talent. I'm telling you right now, Art Rooney, man, listen, it's going to be a lot of Art Rooney videos in these losses. I'm going to tell you that right now. While y'all running around here talking about fire Tomlin, I'm going to be talking about Art Rooney ass. That's what I'm going to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Stop being cheap, man. And stop making dumbass decisions at the end of the day. It is what it is. Go get you some football guys that understand what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit, you can come hire tell like it is TV. You know what I'm saying? The fuck we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Come, I'll be an advisor or something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to pay me no big time contract and shit like that with your cheap ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I can come, you know what I'm saying? You could donate to the channel and shit, you know what I'm saying? You can hit a nigga in the Cash App and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a goddamn undercover goddamn advisor and shit like that. You know what I mean? Let you know what's going on and who to pick up and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I could be advisor and shit like that because clearly you're getting bad advice. Mr. Rooney, clearly you're getting bad advice, all right? So it is what it is, right? But I'm excited for the season. It's a lot of optimism now, man, because I don't know. This is like the one season where I'm not beating my chest going into the season. Like any other season, I'm normally beating my chest. Like, yeah, nigga, we about to win the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Man, who gonna win it this year? Man, the Steelers gonna win that shit. The fuck we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if we just got our ass smoked. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? The year done, who gonna win next year? The Steelers, you know what I'm saying? But this is the one year where I'm kind of like, man, I don't know what the fuck is gonna come out this season, dog. Like, we don't really got a quarterback. It's a lot of we lost our workhorse in Najee Harris. Like, it's a lot of shit that I'm like, I don't know, dog. I'm gonna be a fan and sit the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick Lamar say, be humble. Sit down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm being humble and I'm sitting down this season, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it $1 bean with y'all, bro. I don't know what's going to come out. Usually I'm confident as fuck. Y'all know me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. I'm confident as hell about my Steelers, you know what I'm saying? I come through standing on business when it come down to the Steelers, you know what I'm saying? But this is the one season I think I'm going to sit down and be humble, you know what I'm saying? And just see what happens, you know what I'm saying? But Art Rooney, I'm telling you right now, brother. This shit better work out. I'm telling you, man. Or your ass is on the clock. Your ass gonna be on the clock all season for me. I'm telling you right now, you on the motherfucking clock. These goddamn airheaded goddamn decisions y'all running around here making and shit, dog. Woo-wee. This shit better work, man. That's all I fucking know. But anyway. Don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So, shout out to day one. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all. One.